Right guys, welcome back to another video from Car Help for You. So in today's video, as you can see, we're doing something in the wheel area, but it's got nothing really to do with wheels. It's anything at all, and what I want to do is show you this thread here. So if we get the camera to focus, so we've got this thread here. You can see the outside. So this is a drive shaft. This is a drive shaft, and that's a drive shaft nut. So you can see the outer edge here is seen a bit better days. What had happened is, because I'd smacked it here, it mushroomed. Now, I know I do this type of thing all day in out, but you know what? After all, we are human. Every mechanic at some point does make a mistake. Unfortunately, I made one, which put me into a bit of a nightmare. But everything can be fixed as long as you just be straight up with the customer. In this case, I've done a job like this hundreds of times. But what had happened is the customer was adamant they wanted to stay, and they kept hovering over me. And I don't normally allow it, but in this case, I'm not sure why. I let them watch. And because I was trying to do it in a hurry, all I was doing was putting the wheel bearing in, which means that you have to strip all this in the wheel. This is these are attached to the new wheel bearing, so you have to take that off and you have to push the drive shaft back. Now, because I was I wasn't really in a hurry, but I kind of was at the same time. The customer's watching me asking 1,000,001 questions. My mind was diverted, and I was trying to be as fast as I could. So what I'd done was, what you should do is put a centre punch in there and then smack the drive shaft out if you can't pull it, but you shouldn't be using a lot of force on it anyway. But what I'd done in this case was I just got a big massive mallet on it and I smacked it. What happened was this mushroomed, and the nut was not going back on at all. Once I'd done that, I knew straight away, right, that's it. It doesn't matter how long the customer waits or what they ask, they're not getting this car back until either I get a new drive shaft or I can figure a way out to repair this. So I rang around a few people. No one seemed to have an idea on what I could do other than just replace this. But since the drive shaft's been fairly recent on this car, I didn't want to change it. You know, and plus it's that thing, why change something when it can be repaired? So what the fix for this was this little tool I've got here. So it's BD, either S or the J. I'm not sure what that is. I apologise, BGS, sorry. Technique 1141. It's a £25 tool and it's worth every little penny. There are better kits out there. This is just the cheapest one. I apologise for the noise in the background. That's my little apprentice. If you're regular to the channel, you know what I'm on about. If you're not, let's just soldier on. But what this tool is, you can see there's one missing. It's this one here, the one I was using. So what this tool effectively does is recreate the threads that are damaged. You can get loads of size. It's almost like a tap and die set. You can get hundreds of these, different brands, different sizes, different models, but I needed this set, so I got this set. Like I said, £25. It's cost me £25, but I've learnt my lesson, and on top of it, I've got a tool which I can probably use again in the future. Which, you know, it pays itself off when you can reuse the tools. But the way to use this is, it's almost like a product review if you want this video. But so this one here you can see is the MX, if the camera decides to focus, I do apologize, M24X150, and that's to do with the threads. So you want to know what your threads are in the drive shaft. If you don't know, you can just do what I did, because I called it a day. As soon as this happened, I called it a day, and it was quite late on the day anyway yesterday, so called it a day, decided I'm leaving the car, we'll worry about it tomorrow. Went home. While I was at home, I was just sat on eBay trying to figure a way out to either get a replacement drive shaft or these. The original solution was a replacement drive shaft, which I didn't really want to do. As I've mentioned, this is fairly new. I wanted to figure out some way to repair it, and that's when I stumbled across this tool. Because I didn't know if this set would have the appropriate threads for me, what I'd done is I went on to ChatGPT, I typed the make, the model, the engine code, every little information I knew about this car. I typed it all in, asked ChatGPT, and it suggested this one here. So that's exactly what I did. Ordered the one that had this. All the rest are just freebies, like extras. So now, how would we use it? So the product took forever to arrive, but it's always the case when you need something, it does. So once we did finally get it, the way to use this is, if we go over to the drive shaft itself, and if I just hold the camera there so then it can focus, and hopefully it'll stay focused. If I zoom out a little bit, it seems to want to stay better focused, so we'll just zoom there like that. So all the edge here was damaged, so what I've done is I've got a little file on it, and I filed it a little bit, which obviously got rid of the threads on the edges, but it also got rid of the mushroomness. Mushroomness is when you've hit it here and it expands that way. As you can see, it doesn't look pretty, but this doesn't matter because it's always covered. So there's a cover that goes over this, a black cover. I'm not too sure where I've put that, but I will find that eventually. So that will go over this and cover that, and then the wheel will go back on. So this is always covered if you do this, and make sure that's tight either way. But anyway, onto this product here. So this one in particular, what I had to do, so you can see there the threads are like kind of a bit cut on it. You can see obviously it was all gold, but you can see where I've used it and it's changed. The colour's been stripped off it. So it goes on the nut like that, and it just spins on. But obviously you can imagine if you haven't got any threads there, it's just going to go like that. Like it's literally like it's doing right now. I'm not sure why it's doing it like that right now, because we've got the threads there. I think maybe the tool's a bit worn in. But if we go on and put it on there, what you have to do is you don't hit it with a hammer or anything. So you get it on there, make sure whatever like it is doesn't go back. So the drive shaft kept pushing itself back. So I had to keep hold of the drive shaft and pull it forward with one hand. So anyway, what you then want to do is get a socket that goes onto this and get a spanner. Yeah, a ratchet, sorry, because it'll make life 10 times easier. And it will take you some time, so do not think it's like a 2-3 minute job. It took me around about 10-15 minutes just to get it all in properly. But the socket I was using was this one here, which is a 32mm. Now, because the drive shaft kept going back, and this is quite a deep socket, the actual nut kept dropping in. So again, do you know, awkward times call for awkward solutions. So I got the socket, which is just there. Got loads of tissue paper, stuffed it in there like this. Well, all I did was stuff it in, and then it kind of went to the shape under pressure. But what that's now done is make a deep socket, no longer deep. I don't know where my other non-deep 32 one is, so unfortunately I was a bit out of luck. I realised in the camera there it looks like that's not on straight, but it really is. I'm not sure why it doesn't look straight in the camera. But all you do then is you get this in there, and as you can see I can't even push it down properly, so it sticks out. And then you want to make sure it is straight though. It is straight, it's just the way I'm holding it by the looks of it. Right, anyway, once you've got it on there, you then want to push it as hard as you can. So if your threads are damaged in the middle, this will obviously just slide on for you. But if your threads aren't damaged in the middle and you've damaged the outer edge like I have, make sure you don't put it on wonky and you put it on straight. What you want to do is you want to get it and slowly, with a lot of pressure, push it. And what will happen is, with the constant pushing it back, it will eventually, so if we get it on there like that, with constant pushing it back, it will eventually start bringing the threads back. Because I've got that other nut in, it hasn't really got much to bite on here, so it's struggling. But obviously I didn't have that nut on at the time. So this, all I was doing was just pushing it on slowly and slowly, kept twisting it, with a lot of pressure going backwards. But it did eventually just went, right, okay, all the shavings you can see around the edges are from there. Down here on the floor, we've got all these shavings, which are just from this. But it's literally just as easy as that. So all you do is just push it back like that. And once you've done that, once you do this, I would recommend, since there's cuts here, just keep spraying a bit of lubricant down there. So in my case, I believe I've got the spray I was using, it's almost like WD-40, but it's GT85. So this is the spray I was using. I think it's perfect. Obviously it's got the straw nozzle on it, and what I kept doing was squirting it down the edges. And like I said, a good 10-15 minutes later, it did start going. And what I did is I went ahead and even though I got it on a little bit, I went ahead and, you know, went the entire way in and then back out, cleaned all the threads up on this and the shaft itself, cleaned them all back up, re-lubricated it, and then done it again. I've done it a good 4 or 5 times before I was more than happy for it that it'd work. Then what you go ahead and do is try your original nut back. Now, if your nut has took some beating, replace the nut. In this case, the nut hasn't. The outside of the nut has, but the threads on the nut are perfectly fine. So the nut actually itself hasn't, which I'm more than happy to let this go back out like this. Customer obviously has been made aware, and they're happy with that. They're happy with the repair. So it's literally just put it right now, get the wheel back on, and we're good to go for this. But if you do want this tool, I will link it in the comment, and I do definitely recommend it. It is a brilliant tool, and for the sake of the price, it's best just to have it lying around, especially if you do cars a little bit, you know, and you're DIY type of thing. Something like this, you can never go wrong. And it's not just wheels you can use it on, so it's a lot of other things you can use it on. Obviously, multiple sizes. The bigger the set, the more the cost, but the more you'll have. I'm more than happy with this, and I know for a fact it'll get me out of many more pickles in the future. But I love it. Anyway, guys, if this has helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.